Hey guys, Super Gadget Guy here. Today I'll be unboxing something I just bought. It's something very expensive and something I've been wanting for a long time. This is a Trijicon ACOG. ACOG stands for Advanced Compact Optic Gun Sight. So this is something you would buy for your rifle, and they make two different versions. This one is the model TA11F-G. This is, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's the ACOG 3.5 X35 223 green chevron with BAC. So it's ACOG, so tell you what it is. And 3.5 is the zoom, and it's a 35mm optic lens. That's how big the diameter is, and it's for the 223 caliber. So it does a sort of bullet drop compensation, and it's a chevron sign, color green, and BAC is something that allows you to use both eyes to look through the lens and still provide a good aim. Here you go. I've been wanting this for the longest time, and because of the price point, I just haven't been able to pull the trigger, pun intended, on this item, and I finally bought it, and it came in this very nice sort of sealed hard sort of pelican case. So it's very well protected. Besides that, this thing is supposed dust proof and shock proof. But let's open it. We already did. As you can see, foam padding. It's not glued on, but I'm probably going to use a little bit of glue or double-sided tape, so make sure they stay with the case. So here it is. Let's see some of the basic specs. As you can see, this is 35mm and it offers 3.5x zoom. It's about 8 inches long. The reason I picked this one, they have several options. First of all is how much zoom would you like? They have anywhere from 1.5x all the way up to 6x. Of course, I wanted something to be sort of in the middle, so I picked 3.5x. And with the 3.5x, you only have the 35mm version. It's the biggest object lens. I feel like the bigger the lens, the more light be able to come through. It's easier to see. That's just my crazy logic. And I also picked the green one. They offer in red, green, and orange. That's the color of the chevron. I picked green because when I look at it, I'm more sensitive to green than red, and orange something in the middle. So I just picked green because my eyes are more sensitive to it. You want to see this in person. This is really cool technology. That's why I want to put it in the gadget category. That's why I want to do unboxing of it. It has two sort of power source to light this thing. I don't know if I can show it to you. If you guys can see the. I'm trying to get it inside. There you go. Probably not gonna focus well, but there's a green chevron that's lit. So during daytime, you have this optic fibers that gather sunlight to light it, and during nighttime, it has a sort of tritium capsule that's covered in phosphorus. Tritium is radioactive, slightly, nothing to worry about, and it basically keeps that glowing for 20 years or so. So that's cool. So it's always lit. There's no battery to worry about, and that little chevron is going to always be bright, and you can aim with both eyes, and the picture is just crystal clear. It is no distortion whatsoever. It is fantastic. This is what, if you play video games, this is the ACOG sight you see in Call of Duty or Battlefield. So, and they have a sort of flat top mount that you can mount it. It is caliber specific. They make another one for the 308. But this is a 223. Here it is. Let's see what else is included. Put this aside. And they also include some more accessories. Let's see. First of all, they include a lens pen. This is very similar to the one I bought to use with my camera. Lens pen is made in China. The scope was made in the US. I don't see any markings, but it is. Pretty sure it is. They also have a serial number on it. You can call the website to find out if yours is genuine or not. This is a scope coat. I think it is to protect it once you have it mounted. seeing the pictures, is to protect the scope. Let's just mount it. So it's a simple neoprene material that, which side is bigger? Once it's mounted, you put it over the scope so it doesn't get damaged. And it has a Trijicon logo. There you go. Make sure you don't buy fakes. I had to triple check. Make sure it's not a fake. And you have a sort of registration for limited lifetime warranty. For normal use, this warranty specifically applies to the optical system and metal structure of the product and does not apply to the illumination system. The tritium lamp is warranted to glow for 5 years in orange night sight, 12 years in green and yellow night sight, and 12 years both sight, 15 years fiber optic scopes, or 10 years in non-fiber. So yeah, pretty good warranty. And you have a little sticker. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Probably. And you have a little product summary to show you. Trijicon Brilliant Aiming Solutions. They basically make this for the military. Okay. Operator's manual. Here we go. Trijicon ACOG Advanced Combat Optical Gun Sight. Ooh, BAC model. I have this 3.5 by 35 and 4x by 32, so it's a little bit smaller for the 4x but offer more zoom. Radioactive material safety precaution. BAC ACOG contain radioactive material for nighttime illumination. The radioactive source is a hydrogen-3, so it's a hydrogen isotope, commonly known as tritium. Tritium is an odorless, tasteless, colorless gas that reacts to the human body in the same manner as natural hydrogen. The human body does not easily retain hydrogen or tritium as a gas. However, the oxide, HTO, which is formed by the burning of tritium, is 10,000 times more hazardous. For this reason, great care should be taken to avoid flames in the presence of the ACOG. With tritium lamp which is broken or suspected of leaking. If tritium lamp in the ACOG scope breaks, follow the procedure on the following page. The ACOG is regulated under exempt license from the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So if you suspect the thing's damaged, contact them and send it back and wash your hands. Eye relief, it's 2.4 inches. As you can see, another reason I pick it, because the bigger objective lens of the 35mm versus the 32 and the less zoom, you have a much longer eye relief. Eye relief is the distance of your eyes from the back of the scope to have a clear view of the image. So the longer distance means you don't have to put your eyes right against the scope. So it's 2.4 inches in this model and 1.5 inches in the 4x by 32 model. Length is 8 inches, so it's longer in the 3.5 by a lot longer. So if you like it more compact, go with the 432. Weight without the mount, 14 ounces. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, yeah. Field of view at 100 yards. So that's how wide the image is at 100 yards. You can see 28.9 feet versus 36.8 feet. You can see a little bit less. Elevation adjustment, vintage adjustment, eyepiece, fiber optics, objective lens, and see-through sight picture. So there, on the mount right here, there's a little sort of peephole that goes all the way through to the front, so it's a see-through sight picture. Okay. I don't know how that will use in a tactical situation, but it is really cool. Preparation for use. So this is the chevron. You want to sight it in by using the top of the chevron. Okay, bullet drop compensation. So you're supposed to sight this thing on 100 meters using the tip of the chevron at the bullseye, and then you have marking for 400, 600, and 800, so forth. The reason I also picked the chevron is that the width mark is basically 19 inches at a different distance. Okay, so this is a better picture to show you how to use this range finding feature. So 19 inches is about the width of an adult person. So all you have to do is line up the width of the range mark to your target. In this case, the width of target. That way you know exactly, rough estimate, the target is at the 400 yard range. As the target gets further away, the width of target also shrinks, and then as you can see, all you have to do is just line up. Of course, this does not account for the windage. It goes all the way up to 800 meters. I'm not sure if that's the effective range of the 223 round, but certainly it's a very easy and quick target acquisition and range finding. So if you know some object or sign that's also 19 inches, you can use this width guide to find it. This is 100, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8. So keep both eyes open, focus on the target, bring weapons up to your line of sight. Do not switch focus to the reticle. Oh, this is interesting. So it's basically still tell you to aim with your dominant eye like you would do with a normal sight, aiming at the image, while you know, in movies, TVs, or whatever experience, you have your non-aiming eye closed. But this thing is suggesting keep both of them open so that your whatever non-shooting eye is tracking the moving target because it's in this non-zoom view, and your brain is somehow be able to switch between the two. So you can still track target at large because this is the magnified view that is limited. It's what, 29 feet at 100 yards. So if some target moves really fast, or you still have you're aware of your surrounding in a combat situation, you still keep your non-shooting eyes open to scan the field, so to speak, to still be aware of your surroundings. And at the moment you spot a movement, you'll be able to move the sight to that target, and your shooting eye, your dominant eye, be able to focus on that picture much quickly and engage the target. No, I'm not in the combat, I'm not in any danger. This is just another toy of mine. So I think it's really cool. It's a really cool piece of technology, and it's something I always want to get because it is so cool to see this glowing light that's always glowing, and just fantastic piece of technology. I know it's part of a weapon, is designed to destroy stuff, but you have to admit that this is a pretty cool piece of technology, that a lot of design and technology went into this product. I mean, tritium, that's a hydrogen isotope. From high school chemistry, you know, it's just hydrogen being one proton, there's different number of neutrons, being 3, there's probably 2 neutrons in it, versus none or 1, there's tritium, there's deuterium, probably it's 2, normal hydrogen have 1. So be able to isolate that special hydrogen atom, put them into a capsule, coat it in phosphorus to illuminate this thing. It is just awesome. I mean, it's so beautiful to look at it. It is amazing. I'm just like, it is really cool. And there you have it. This is a very cool piece of, I don't know, military technology or whatever. And it's pretty cool that, you know, as a civilian you have access to this kind of cool thing. And this is the adjustment. They have a cap on it, and it's a pretty cool sort of metal string attached so you don't lose it. And then you can do your adjustments here. And have to read about it, like how many clicks, and after you're done. I was watching online that after you made the adjustment, make sure you tab it a few times so that the sort of sight can set itself, and then once it's good, you can just lock it down so you don't make adjustment mistakes, and it's ready to go. And the optic is so sharp and so clean. I don't know how many of you have experience with the gun sight optics. It's always like looking through a little bubble, or the eye relief is not just right, but this is like crystal clear. It's just amazing about how much you'll be able to see. The marking is still really tiny though. I mean, I can barely, I mean the chevron is really bright, but it's really small too. I don't know, I can only afford this one right now, but I definitely would also like to see the 4X version, the 4x32. It's got smaller, lighter. I might get that later if my personal financial situation allows, because this is not cheap. So there you have it. I hope those of you who don't like guns, I hope you don't get offended. It's an inanimate object, just like money. It's not evil, it's not good, depends on how you use it. I hope it doesn't stir up a whole debate or everything. And please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching.